Yep.
Okay, so the first step is to get our match locked onto the wire. So we'll take us a piece of thread and we will wrap doesn't have to be that far, but I just like it that way. And then once we get it to a spot where we're happy, we take a little super glue, just put it right there onto the string. Let that dry for a second, not touching your fingers, of course. And then, once that's a little bit dry, see how it stays on there good? It doesn't really matter how much hangs off, but we're going to snip it. And any thread will work. This is string left over from paracord that we use for other stuff, so we have extra paracord. So now we have the electrical wire you see hanging out the end, and this is approximately 12 inches long. It could be longer, it could be shorter. We'll strip the end just so that we have something to connect to later. Okay, so now we have the match with the wire. Now we take a piece of 40 gauge nichrome wire, because this makes a heater element. And it's very hard to see for me. So we're gonna take the end of this bad thing and hold on to this piece, pull it down inside, and I wrap it around like 2 or 3 times, kind of like doing a horse's mane. So now it won't pull off of there. And then we pull it tight twice. 1, 2 times. So you have 2 threads on there. And then the same thing on the other side. Wrap it several times just so that it won't come back off, keeping it very tight. And then we snip the wire off of both sides. So all we have is 2 lines to the front, 1 line to the back. We found that if you do any more than that, it won't actually start the match on fire and it won't detonate the bomb. But that's the scope of what we're doing there. Then we take a straw. We find that the straws from McDonald's, of all places, which we borrowed these straws from McDonald's. You see that it is a 5/16 diameter, so it goes perfectly into the hole we're going to do. Take a piece of cotton, ball it up, and push it into the end of this thing. Now all this is for is to stop the black powder from falling out. Okay, so after that, I'm going to take the scale there we go, close enough I think. So then we take a funnel, which is homemade funnel, like this. We'll stick it into the end of the tube, and we will dump this directly in. See, nothing left inside. Okay, so we can see that's how tall the charge is.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that.
Alright, back up a little bit. You can see the charge comes to right here. So it's about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches to there. So then what we would do is put this in the top. So what we'll do is cut this off just above the charge. And all we're doing is packing it down just a little bit, just bumping it, just to get all the pieces to fall in it. Then what we'll do is take a piece of the belt and wrap it around.
It's just a standard cotton swab.
Yes, the cotton swab, right. And we're just making it so it gives it something to sit tight in the tube. And then we'll take this detonator and spin it and you can see we've pushed it down inside the tube. And that's it. That's what we do. So now nothing can fall out. That's it. That is our shot.
And you need a little piece of tape just to make sure it doesn't come apart when you're putting it down the hole, but that's it.
So a piece of tape, and be careful with the tape because if you put too much on, it'll make it bigger than the diameter of the hole. So you don't need but like a wrap. And that's just so that if you do have to pull it back up the hole a little bit, it won't be a problem. But that gives it so it's locked in. And that's our charge. Next you'll see drilling the hole and then detonation. All the way to the bottom. Then
That's about it.
okay, take it over and show the trigger handle that's not connected.
And that's the plug for the other side where we'll be giving it voltage. It's not plugged in, no power, nothing to detonate it with. So we're safe to plug it in. And we'll retreat behind the trailer. Alright. So we're gonna detonate it from back here.
Plug it in. And 3, 2, 1.
And it hit the camera stand.
Huh? What'd you think? Woo! Bring it over here.
Yep. Yeah, I should. Back off, back off.
My goodness.
And you can smell it.
That was from one blast. And when we look down here, you'll see this is what's left of the straw. You can see that it just cracks it right open. That's what's left in there. You can see how deep we drilled. Top end, so that worked really good as far as blasting this. You can see the whole chunk that came out of here. All these pieces, this one, it's all good. All good.
And we'll see if we can hear it, but it was hitting that boat way the heck over there.
Actually, this piece right here,
Yeah.
this piece came.
So we probably were standing on the wrong side.
We're
I
okay,
should've
but
been
this is a
standing
piece.
over there.
Yes, behind the rock would have been better, but this piece came from Boulder Wall.
Yep. And then, let's see if we can't find it here. There was a piece, yep, that one right there. That one came way the heck back here. This rock right there. That hit the camera stand.
Here is what's in here is simply a battery.
So it's just a simple switch. When the switch gets turned on, it creates a circuit, heats up the wire, lights the match, sets off the gunpowder. Rock blows up.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Okay, clearly to the bottom. We'll put this actually.
That's not clear to the bottom.
We're gonna go with that one.
Mark.
Huh?
There's way too much wire hanging off. That's not clear to the
Yes,
bottom.
that's to the bottom. You put way too much wire on it.
I measured it.
What did you measure? Okay. So here's the charge. It's unplugged. No plug in yet, so everything's safe. Once he plugs it in, now it's dangerous. And hold on.
3.
Well, no. We're gonna watch from up close. And 3, 2, 1. Wow. Alright, he makes it safe again. No charge there. Not that there's any danger at this point, but now we'll go back and look at what we have. That was a blast. And we took a big chunk of the boulder off that time. Look, it broke it into 2 or 3 pieces right there. Nice big chunks breaking off. And this is what's left in the hole.
And guess what, Mark?
What?